Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. First up, I do apologise if you hear any car noise in the background. I am sitting in my car literally waiting to pick up my daughter, and it is literally the only time I can get to record this video. So, Defender Mark 1, a new Defender in the game, a tier 8 British. It's actually British, and it's pretty much a Centurion. It's a nice tank. I like this tank. The turret, 254mm, pretty much the only armor this tank has got, but it does come with a nice 10 degrees of gun depression as well to go with that. So 2077 DPM magazine, reload is 15.96, which isn't bad for an autoloader, and it does have 3 shells. 2-second intra clip. Penetration, AP 226 is not bad, and APCR 258 and your HE 42, and it does 190 damage on your AP, 160 on your APCR and 250 on your HE. Aim time really good, 2.6. Dispersion pretty good at 0.301, and as I said, it has a nice 10 degrees of gun depression with 46 kilometers an hour speed. Now this is the armor profile. The bottom plate is nothing. You're not going to be able to bounce much with your bottom plate. It's all about the turret on this thing. I mean, you can get it 122, that's your bottom plate. Your turret 256. You've even got the hatch on top. When you're using that gun depression, you really can get the armor up. I mean, look, that's 240 or so millimeters, 400 millimeters. You can really get that armor up, and has a based armor on the sides. You can see the pink, but other than that, you're not going to bounce many shots. So always try and face your enemy if you're going to purchase this tank. Always try and use that gun depression to the max. Hold down as much as you can, and you will bounce shots. Now, I have been told by Wargaming that this is not crates. It's going to be as a bundle, and it might come available with the other Defenders. I believe so, the IS-3 Defender and the T-28 Defender, but it should also be available to purchase. And Wargaming have told me that it's going to be around 15,000 gold, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. It's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money for a tier 8 tank. But at least it's not money, at least it's gold if Wargaming doesn't decide to change it. And as you know, they do decide to change things quite a lot, i.e. the Chimera was going to be in crates and they changed it for money. However, they've told me this is going to be for gold, around 15,000 gold, so let's hope it is. By the time this video is out, you should know that anyway. And I really am thinking about purchasing this tank because I like it. I've got the other Defenders. I've literally got all the other Defenders, and this will go with the others. It's not a hybrid. It's actually a British nation, which I thought would be a hybrid nation, but no, they bring it in as a British. Now, for me, it's a kind of mix between a Centurion and a Lorraine 40T. The Lorraine has more speed. Has a little bit less DPM than this, I think, but it has a bigger alpha gun, but it has the longer reload time. But I'm enjoying this tank. I played it a couple of days before it was released. As you can see now, this was on a Wednesday, and this tank's getting released on the Friday. So I didn't get focused as much as I thought I would. Normally I do when I'm in a Meadsy account with a new tank no one's got. I normally do get focused, but I didn't. And I have been enjoying the tank, and it's only enjoyable if you can use what it's good at. I mean, if you can use the gun depression, if you can use the auto-loader like we're going to do here. Now, look, we take out the RU, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, take him out and go ramming the Yak Tigers. 3 kills in the space of sort of 20 seconds, which is lovely. So if you can use your gun depression, always try and use your gun depression. If you're on flat surface, you're not going to be able to bounce many shots, so don't expect to bounce too many. Always try and get in those hold down positions. You see it in the first battle, you're going to see it again here, which we're doing here, and you're also going to see it in the third battle that I'm going to show you. So always use that, because you've got a strong turret for a reason. If you're not using the gun depression and you're not hold down, there's just no, you're playing it wrong. Don't go out. I mean, even here, look, even here we're getting close to this ridge, so we can try and hide our hull. And as soon as we see that there isn't much danger, we are going to go, and we wouldn't have probably run here if the Dracula was spotted, but I've already committed. I'm already there, and I really want to take care of that T-49, but I'm not going to expose myself just to clear him. I'm going to stay put and take the shots that I can, and that is against this lightweight. So 4 shells into him, 775 damage done, and there he goes. So it's now, this game is 4 against 5 now, but we know that the T-49 is pretty low hit points. The Dracula can't be too good of a player if he's been sitting in that bush as a TD the first 2 minutes of the game, so we're not too worried about him. We have bring it down to a 4 versus 4. They have capped base C, and they are now capping base B, and all their tanks are spotted. So we're going to clear this Dracula as soon as we can. Even though he doesn't seem to be a great player, is still a good tank to get rid of, and it's still a tank. So we haven't really taken much damage. We haven't really blocked too much, and we've done 1200 damage for ourselves, and it is now 3 against 3. But they have a couple of tanks that are pretty healthy in hit points. They got this Lerva, and they've got the Chieftain. So the Chieftain is going around to our right, which means this Lerva is now on his own. So he misses his shot. I'm going to get around him, and it now means it's 2 versus 1. I'm going to get rid of my clip, and now while I'm reloading, I'm just going to sit here on base B. Might as well. They've got 2 bases, and they're about to cap the 3rd one. So this is sensible capping this base, and it's stopping their points. The points is going up more slowly, and it does give me time to reload. So the WZ clears him. The WZ has also managed to stay alive as well, but it is now only just me and him versus these 2 tanks. So as I always say in my videos, don't always go out together. So that's what I'm doing here. There's no point me going out to the right side with my WZ. I might as well come behind, and that's what I'm going to do. And I was going to go for the Chieftain, but then I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for the WZ, but while I'm on my way, I might as well get the Chieftain with a couple of shells. And as you're going to see, I'm going to get 2 shells into him, because I know that I can get rid of this guy. So I didn't want to get all 4 shells into the Chieftain and then be on a big reload before that big TD comes around the corner. So I did do that on purpose. I wanted to at least keep 2 shots. It only took 1 shot to clear him, but I could have bounced, so I wanted to keep the 2 shots. And I don't manage to keep the WZ alive, but we have bring him down to low enough hit points for me to reload and take him out. And that game, I mean, I only lost 300 hit points. Not bad at all. Credit wise, not bad. 84,000 credits, 1203 XP. I thought, you know, when I played that battle, I thought, how is that not an ace? Like, no one's got this tank. How is 1200 XP on a tank that no one is playing? How is that not an ace? So I was quite baffled. So next up, Canyon, probably one of the best maps for a tank with gun depression and a turret. We do get splashed in the face from the T-49, but he lost more hit points than I did. And as you're going to see now, we are going to use that turret, and we're going to use that gun depression to get these shots off on the T-34. So going back to the tank and the price, I mean, if Wargaming does bring this in for 15,000 gold, how many people are going to complain about how expensive this tank is going to be? Like 15,000 gold for a tier 8. So many people are going to moan, but yeah, these are probably the people moaning about crates as well. Like, yes, 15k gold is a lot of money, but it's a new tank. If you don't want to pay 15,000 gold, then just wait. It will eventually come for cheaper. It will come for cheaper. The next time it will come, it'll probably be 10k gold. But don't forget, you're buying the rarity. You're buying it because it's a rare tank. And 15,000 gold is, I think, I don't know about you guys, but I think is better than a 5% chance in a freaking crate. What do you think? Would you rather pay 15,000 gold for this tank, or would you rather pay for the chance to win the tank in gold? Like, be happy that it's not crates, yeah? Like, it's not crates. Let's all be happy that it's not crates. Just like a lot of other tier 8 new tanks are. So I'm still debating whether to buy it. I really do want to buy it, and I mean, as it's gold, I do have some gold on my account. I probably will purchase it. I probably will eventually get this tank, just because it goes with my collection, and I do like it. It's not just it's not a typical Defender. I mean, the T28 and the IS-3 Defender, T28 Defender's okay. IS-3 Defender is just one of those typical tier 8 heavy tanks, the Russian heavy tanks, like everything else. Where this is, yes, it's a Centurion, but there's not too many tanks like this in tier 8. It's an auto-loading Centurion. I like it. I like the Centurion. It's British. It's got lovely accuracy. It's got nice pen. It's got nice speed, and it's just got a lovely turret. And I think that is worthy of me saying that this tank, if you're going to buy this tank, then you're going to get a nice tank, only if you play it right. If you're going to just YOLO into the medium tanks, you're going to get wrecked. It is an autoloader. Remember that. It has less DPM because it has that autoloader. It doesn't have the high alpha like the 220 or 230 that the Lorraine has. It only has 190. But it's a good little credit earner. We do finally get the ace there, 3,500 damage, 87,000 credits as well, 1,272 base XP. So the last game I was like 70 XP away. So just to end up, we are going to just show you just what the armor profile looks like when you're looking at it from another IS-3 Defender. So as you can see, the hull is absolutely nothing. Right next to the gun, you can see that little grey bit. That's actually not a weak spot. That's just there as a show. And this is the kind of view you get. We're looking at this tank now in a Scorpion G, a big TD, and it's just nothing. I can shoot this Scorpion G. He can't shoot me. Just look how red that is. This is how you need to play this tank. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you do get it, you are getting a nice tank. It might not be worth the 15,000 gold, but it's still a nice tank. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.